Peace and blessings, beautiful souls. I'm so glad that you're here today. My name is Alexa, and welcome to my YouTube channel. So this conversation has been sparked throughout my journey of 2023, a year dedicated of self-discovery and healing. In therapy, I uncovered this transformative power of setting boundaries. So being a people pleaser often roots itself in our roles and also our relationships. And this is something that I noticed throughout being the eldest daughter and also being an older sister. Growing up as a people pleaser, I found a lot of joy in bringing harmony and balance and joy to the ones around me. And this is a trait that is fueled by empathy, which is a gift, of course, but it's also a challenge. Being a people pleaser is like a delicate dance. On one foot, you have this desire to meet others' expectations while trying to sidestep conflicts, and all at the same time trying to balance harmonious relationships. If you relate to any of this, especially if you've navigated your way through a rough childhood or grew up in a chaotic household, one, I see you, I feel you, and I understand you. And I just want to say that I understand your constant need to try to put order and peace into chaos. Yet being a people pleaser, playing this role of Captain Save-A-Ho, or embodying this persona of Miss Nice Girl, Mr. Fix-It, it doesn't serve anyone, especially not you. People pleasing is a disguise that prevents you from being authentically. I don't feel like I'm pronouncing that right, but you know what I'm trying to say. It prevents you from being your authentic, how do I pronounce this word? I don't know, authentically? It prevents you from being your true self, is what I'm pretty much trying to say. Instead, it just surrenders your power to the whims of others. It's a self-sacrificing act in the pursuit of harmony. But it often neglects the most crucial element, your own needs. Now let's delve into the essence of boundaries, what they are and how to set them. Boundaries are like the lines on a map, defining where you end and others begin. Setting boundaries is very crucial, especially as an adult, because it preserves your emotional and your mental well-being. Healthy boundaries are woven with self-respect and mutual understanding, embracing and valuing your own opinions, fostering a sense of self-worth, upholding your core values without compromising them for the sense of others, and recognizing and articulating your own wants and needs, fostering clear communication. Now there is I gotta sneeze. False alarm. So there's a diverse realm of boundaries, and they're gonna look different for each of us. I think there's like 7 boundaries in total, but I'm just going to name a few of them for time's sake. So to start out with, we have physical boundaries, which is safeguarding our personal space and our touch preferences. You have emotional boundaries, which define the level of emotional intimacy that we are comfortable with. And then you also have time boundaries, allocating time for ourselves and setting limits on commitments, which is a very big one, I feel like, in our modern day society where we're just always on the go. And like I said, there are a lot more boundaries, and in my own personal journey, I've found boundaries that go beyond these categories. For instance, my relationship with alcohol, I have a very big boundary with that because of the way that I grew up. I only consume it around people that I absolutely trust and who I feel comfortable with. I don't like to be around people who are drinking that I'm not close with. It makes me feel very unsafe, and for my own well-being, I put those barriers there, and they have protected me and helped me so much in my adult life so far. And this boundary I've created out of self-protection. Another boundary I've created is whenever I am single, I do not text men after dark. I don't want to hang out with a man after dark. Once the sun goes down, stay over there, sir. Go to the corner. Because we all know that once the sun goes down and it gets dark outside, it's demon time. I feel like what a lot of people struggle with is bridging that gap of setting our boundary and then communicating our boundaries effectively. This is something that I've battled with from finding that balance of assertiveness while also not trying to sound accusatory. So, what setting these boundaries can sound like is, I need some alone time right now to recharge. I won't be able to make it to this event tonight. Another good boundary I like to set, especially if you're a woman, is please do not interrupt me when I'm speaking. I would like to finish my thought before you share yours. Again, with those I statements. I need some alone time to recharge. I will not be able to make it tonight. Please don't interrupt me. I'd like to finish my sentence. Now I feel like we're going to get to the uncomfortable part of setting boundaries. And just to give you a heads up, setting boundaries can and will be uncomfortable and hard sometimes with certain people, because sometimes some people will disrespect your boundaries and they will try to disrespect you again and again. Whenever you come across someone who is consistently disrespecting your boundaries, it's a pivotal moment where we must prioritize ourselves. That's the whole point of this video, is learning to prioritize yourself and your own well-being. It can be a harm to us giving people a benefit of the doubt sometimes, because sometimes people really just do not mean us well. And some people, if they know that they can use you, sis, they're gonna use you. To me, personally, if someone does not respect my boundaries after I've clearly communicated that to them, especially if I had to do it more than once, it's a clear sign to me that you don't respect me. You don't respect me. In such instances where we realize that people do not respect us and they do not respect our boundaries, it's crucial for us to distance ourselves to them and even possibly cut them out of our lives. And I know this can sound, it's hard. It's hard coming to that moment of realizing, oh, this person doesn't care about me. This person doesn't care about how I feel. And you really only have those two options of either putting them at a distance or cutting them out of your life. And again, setting these boundaries, it's not about coming across as mean or harsh. It's just protecting ourselves and our well-being and also our self-worth. We are worth having people around who respect our boundaries. We're worth having our boundaries respected. When setting boundaries, it's inevitable that some people will react negatively. There are some people who are going to get really pissed off that you're setting boundaries with them, that you're setting, that you expect to be treated a certain way. It's going to piss some people off, especially if you're setting boundaries with people who you've known for a long time. I mean, I feel like for me personally, the people that I've grown up with or felt really close to, when setting those boundaries with those people, I mean, with some people it's gone really well and they've understood, but with other people it's gone the complete opposite route and it's been a really hard experience. And I just want to let you know that whenever you do run into those people who make you feel bad and do not want to come to an understanding with you about your boundaries or even hear you out about your boundaries, it really is best just to let them go. And I feel like a lot of people, if you're a people pleaser, like I feel like a lot of people pleasers, we do tend to keep people around who disrespect us because we don't want to be lonely. And I'm just here to tell you that it's better to be lonely than to have people around who disrespect you, because you will feel even more lonely while having these people around. One thing that 2023 has really taught me about loneliness is that space that you've let people go, that space, it creates more space for more people who do respect you and love you to come in. It's a courageous step that creates room for the right people to come into our life who genuinely love and respect us and appreciate our boundaries to enter our lives. All right, y'all, that is it for this YouTube video. I really do hope that you enjoyed it, and I really hope that it helped you get a better understanding of boundaries. I am going to leave some links and just other information that you can go to, because Boundaries, it's not something that you conquer in a day or overnight. It definitely takes time. It literally took me all of this year to get to this understanding of boundaries and to put them into place. And from my personal experience, it's been very beneficial, and that's why I want to share these words with you. If you haven't already, please subscribe and hit that thumbs up button. Leave a comment below of what you would like to see or anything you'd like for me to talk about, or just leave me a comment of your own experiences with setting boundaries and how it's been for you in 2023. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.